WNBA's leadership crisis, dancing while the league burns. The head of the WNBA, Commissioner Cathy Engelbert, was recently caught on video doing something that has left many fans stunned, and NBA Commissioner Adam Silver reportedly fuming. As the league continues to hemorrhage roughly $50 million annually, Engelbert was seen dancing it up at a party instead of addressing the mounting issues threatening the league's stability. With the WNBA fighting for its financial life,
competitor of the WNBA, another professional women's basketball league, took over All-Star Weekend. That's right. I wonder how Cathy Engelbert feels about this. Let's check in on her and ask. Oh, I'm sorry, you're unavailable because you're too busy dancing at some frickin' party?
its leaders seem more preoccupied with trending online than saving her sport. At a time when the league desperately needs to project professionalism and stability, Engelbert chose to go viral instead. Or rather than focusing on salvaging a league that's been operating in the red for over 2.5 decades, she appeared in a live stream during All-Star Weekend busting out dance moves alongside Minnesota Lynx players Courtney Williams and Natisha Hiedeman, to the tune of Knuck If You Buck. This wasn't some friendly gesture or lighthearted wave. It was full-blown choreography, as though she were gunning for a spot in a music video, not running a multi-million-dollar sports organization.
You guys are amazing. Yeah. What? No. What? Look at Cathy. Cathy started.
Let's zoom out for a moment. The WNBA hasn't turned a profit in 26 years. In any other industry, that kind of financial track record would have closed the doors long ago. Businesses that lose money for a quarter of a century don't get second chances, let alone TikTok dance breaks. Yet here we are, watching the commissioner celebrate at center stage while the organization is barely staying afloat. And the timing couldn't be worse. The league is in the midst of a critical labor standoff, with players having opted out of their collective bargaining agreement, CBA, and demanding a more significant share of league revenues. Right now, WNBA players receive just 9.3% of the league's basketball-related income. For comparison, NBA athletes receive 50%. So here's the absurdity. Players want more money from a league that doesn't generate any, and Engelbert's response? She parties with them.
And that's still the case, even with record levels of interest in the sport due entirely and solely to Caitlin Clark. Still, the league loses money by the truckload. It lost $50 million last year.
Imagine this scenario in the NBA. The league is bleeding money, athletes are threatening to walk out, and a rival league is actively poaching young talent, all while Commissioner Silver is dancing with Steph Curry and James Harden at All-Star Weekend. He'd be fired before the confetti hit the ground, but in the WNBA, that level of chaos is somehow shrugged off. It gets worse. While Engelbert was perfecting her dance routine, Unrivaled Basketball, a new 3-on-3 women's league founded by WNBA stars Brianna Stewart and Nafisa Collier, essentially hijacked the WNBA's biggest weekend. They launched a full-scale activation during All-Star festivities in Indianapolis, complete with fan events, exclusive merchandise, and player appearances. They even signed 14 elite college prospects to NIL deals, including standout names like Lauren Betts, Aaliyah Edwards, and Olivia Miles, some of whom are projected top picks for the WNBA's 2026 draft. That's not just competition, that's a talent raid. The optics here are appalling. While the WNBA's decision makers are likely scrambling behind closed doors to figure out how to stop the fiscal bleeding, their commissioner is trending on social platforms for all the wrong reasons. Even NBA stakeholders, many of whom own WNBA teams, are growing impatient, wondering where their investment is going.
Was last night. And the only reason that some people knew, it's not because they watched, it's not because they tuned in and actually watched the game. It's because they went viral yesterday for the message that they decided to send to everybody. A league that has been around for, 30 years at this point? A league that has never, ever turned a profit. A league that has lost the NBA, who subsidizes them, hundreds of millions of dollars over the years. They decided to send a message to everybody. And this is the shirt that they all decided to wear to show their unity and ask for more money. Breaking down WNBA players' CBA demand after All-Star Game shirts go viral.
The contrast between Engelbert and Adam Silver is stark. Silver has earned accolades for his transparent, player-inclusive leadership style. He regularly communicates with NBA stars like LeBron James and Chris Paul to ensure the league moves in unison with its most influential players. In comparison, Engelbert seems more invested in social media clout than sound business strategy. The NBA currently owns around 60% of the WNBA, with individual team owners holding additional stakes that push total NBA ownership closer to 75%. That means Silver is functionally Engelbert's boss, and he's presiding over a business that's losing tens of millions each year just to keep its sister league alive. The NBA gets about 40% of WNBA revenue, investors take another 20%, and the remaining 40% is left to be split among WNBA teams and their players. Last year, the WNBA was expected to lose $50 million. They only lost $40 million instead. And that, believe it or not, was hailed as progress. Meanwhile, Unrivaled is showing everyone what a well-run women's league can look like. Their average salary sits around $220,000, which is nearly the WNBA's maximum base salary. They're housing players in Miami, providing high-end training facilities and treating their talent like genuine professionals. When Paige Bucher signed with Unrivaled, her first-year earnings reportedly exceeded her entire 4-year rookie WNBA contract. Now imagine that, while Engelbert's league is struggling to stay solvent, a startup is outpacing them in player treatment, pay, and recruitment, all while camping out at their marquee event. As this firestorm swirled, some fans suggested that Engelbert's viral dance was an intentional distraction from the tense CBA discussions. One blunt comment read, "She ain't slick." Whether that's true or not, the signal it sends is clear. Leadership isn't taking this crisis seriously, and yet the frustrating irony is that the WNBA is enjoying unprecedented visibility. Thanks to breakout stars like Caitlin Clark, viewership skyrocketed in 2024. The league averaged 1.2 million viewers during the regular season, up 170%, and the All-Star Game alone drew a record 3.4 million. Social media engagement exploded to over 2 billion views, merchandise sales grew 600%, and sponsor revenue hit all-time highs. Yet, they still lost money. Even at their peak, with every metric trending up, the league can't find its financial footing, and instead of addressing these fundamental business flaws, the commissioner's out here trending for dance videos. Meanwhile, players were wearing warm-up shirts at All-Star Weekend reading, "Pay us what you owe us." While they absolutely deserve to be fairly compensated, there's something out of sync about demanding more pay from a league that can't sustain itself. As one harsh but viral comment put it, you deserve $0 if your league loses $50 million a year. That said, Caitlin Clark is an undeniable phenomenon. She's arguably the only player generating national interest at a level that lifts the entire league, yet her salary is only around $76,000, a fraction of what her market value suggests. Without her on the court, viewership drops by 50%. She's a second-year player carrying an entire league. Instead of capitalizing on this momentum by crafting a forward-looking, star-driven, sustainable league around Clark and other rising stars, the WNBA's leadership seems stuck in a bygone era. They're still operating as though it's 1997. Meanwhile, the NBA is cutting multi-billion-dollar TV deals, thanks in large part to Adam Silver's calculated business-first leadership style. One fan summed it up perfectly. Of course she's dancing. Her league gets bailed out by the NBA every year. The emergence of Unrivaled isn't just competition. It's a referendum on Engelbert's leadership. Stewart and Collier basically said, we can run a league better than our own commissioner. And based on what they've accomplished, securing $35+ million in funding, building an athlete-focused infrastructure, and drawing young talent, it looks like they're right. Engelbert's now infamous dance clip has become the unfortunate mascot for a broader organizational failure. While other sports commissioners are grinding behind the scenes to boost revenue, ensure competitive integrity, and secure long-term growth, she's aiming for the next viral video. It's amateur hour at the professional level. WNBA players like Satu Sabali have openly criticized Engelbert's leadership, citing scheduling mishaps and a general lack of support from league executives. When your own stars are calling you out, that's not a minor issue. It's a red flag flapping in the wind. Here's the most aggravating part. The WNBA is standing at the threshold of what could be its golden era. They've got mainstream attention, legitimate stars, and a cultural climate increasingly open to women's sports. This should be the breakout moment. Instead, it's being squandered. Instead of setting the stage for a sustainable future, the league is still dancing around its real problems. Instead of securing the next Caitlin Clark or building around what's working, they're fumbling the bag while other leagues roll in and steal the spotlight. Other struggling sports didn't respond to losses with glitter and TikTok choreography. The UFC, under Dana White, laser-focused on building megastars and compelling narratives. MLS, during its lean years, restructured for growth and focused on becoming profitable. The WNBA, they're still trying to dance their way out of debt. And with 3 new expansion franchises, Cleveland, Detroit, and Philly, dropping $250 million each, the stakes have never been higher. Add in a new $2.2 billion media deal set to kick off next year, and the pressure is at a boiling point. This is the moment that demands clear-eyed, business-minded leadership, not viral dance routines. The harsh truth? If Engelbert can't shift from party mode to crisis management, then perhaps it's time the WNBA finds someone who can, someone who sees the opportunity ahead and knows how to seize it before it slips away again. What's your take on this situation? Is it time for new leadership at the W? Let us know. And stay tuned for more unfiltered takes on the world of sports.